We just discovered a groundbreaking way for you to make hundreds of dollars every day, but you need to pay close attention to see how.
Don't believe me? Just take a look at our bank statements.
I made this amount.
I made this amount of money.
Would you like to join us and make hundreds of dollars a day without working an extra hour?
I used to work as a waitress.
I used to work at night as a night watchman.
I'm living proof that the wisdom of the crowds makes me money.
I'm living proof that the wisdom of the crowds makes me money.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I quit my job.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I've quit my job.
As someone who used to listen to the experts, I now discovered a new way to make $17,000 a month.
And others who have figured this out are becoming extremely rich virtually overnight. We're going to show you how you can too.
As a society, we've always been told to listen to the experts.
And today, as we speak, the world's most forward-thinking businesses are using the wisdom of the crowds to make decisions regarding strategy, innovation, and plans to increase profit and revenue.
We're talking about companies like Google,
Facebook,
Tesla,
Nike,
Coca-Cola,
General Mills,
And even the makers of Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch.
In the last 2 weeks, I made $11,061.
In the last month, I made $23,419.
I am living proof that the wisdom of the crowds makes me money.
I am living proof that the wisdom of the crowds makes money.
And thanks to technology and a few innovative brokers, you can use the wisdom of the crowds to turn $250 into $1,000 overnight.
This video will challenge the whole expert theory and show you how you can make hundreds or thousands of dollars a week by doing the exact opposite.
This is especially true in the world of finance, where everyone listens to the experts.
Because we've been programmed to trust one person who claims to know what the future has in store for us.
But ask yourself one question. Is there any truth to this theory?
We want you to realize something about all the so-called experts throughout our lifetime that we all trusted to foresee the future.
Now here's the crazy part. According to the latest data, predicting stock movements by the crowd has proven to forecast price movements more accurately by 83.3%.
Even the smartest physician, Albert Einstein, didn't have the best track record when he claimed that there is not the slightest indication that nuclear energy will ever be obtainable.
Today, 17 countries worldwide generate it.
The University of Southern California School of Theater, Film, and Television rejected Academy Award-winning director Steven Spielberg.
Steve Jobs said in 2003, "We don't think we do well in the cell phone business."
And when a financial advisor told me that I would never make a six-figure salary, he was wrong too.
That can all change today with a new $600 a day salary.
A staff writer at the New Yorker magazine introduced a new, better way of predicting the future without relying on loan experts.
He is relying his predictions on the followers who make them.
Well, it is making him and others a whole lot of money. And in 2 minutes, we'll show you how it can make you a lot of money too.
He wrote a book called The Wisdom of Crowds, Why the Many Are Smarter Than the Few, and how collective wisdom shapes businesses, economies, societies, and nations.
This book single-handedly disproved everything we've ever been taught about listening to experts.
It showed how decisions made by the masses is more reliable than a decision made by a lone individual.
In other words, predictions made by crowds of people are more accurate than predictions made by any single member of a group. And he proves it scientifically.
Will you pitch me, please? I feel like I'm dreaming seeing all of this beautiful cash pouring into my bank account. And I make all this money for doing absolutely nothing. Bye-bye.
We'll get to that in a minute, but first, there's something you need to know.
The industry that relies the most on loan experts making predictions is finance. A great example is world-famous stock picker David Gardner, founder of the Motley Fool.
He boasts millions of subscribers worldwide who are waiting to invest in the next Apple.
And although he brags about investing in Apple right before their stock skyrocketed, what he won't tell you is that the rest of his stock predictions were wrong.
Today, smart stockbrokers, traders, and investment bankers are looking for alternative financial indicators because they simply cannot afford to rely on the so-called experts anymore.
Hi, I wanted to give a big shout out and say thanks to your system. I have made more money with this than Mark Zuckerberg, and it's all thanks to this incredible hidden treasure. You may not be able to see it, but I'm laughing on the inside, all the way to the bank. Thank you so much.
And that's why in 2014, the wisdom of the crowds was adopted by several boutique but forward-thinking online brokers.
They are, by and large, ditching the so-called financial experts and relying on the wisdom of the crowds to choose which economist will make the right trading decision.
9 months ago, a stockbroker established a new online platform that crowdsources the decision of which trader to profit from.
And its users are making hundreds of dollars a day. It is the most reliable stock advice out there.
Wall Street's up-and-coming traders are getting their hands on it as we speak.
Many brokers know about it, but have too much pride to use it, and the rest don't even know it exists.
They rely on some slick hotshot suit to predict stock movements, even though the results favor the crowds.
And the best part is that now you can join the cash-creating crowdsourcing platform.
If you enter your name and email, you too can start earning hundreds of dollars a day starting tomorrow.
I made this amount.
I made this amount.
Would you like to join us and make hundreds of dollars a day without working an extra hour? Or perhaps you'd like to join these users.
You think this cash-producing platform is bullshit? It's not. Look at me. I made $80,100 in a little over a week. I am incredibly lucky, and if you're watching this, I guess that means you are too.
If the answer is yes, simply fill out the form on this page and follow the easy instructions. And just to give you a bit of background,
I used to work as a secretary.
I used to work as a carpet cleaner.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I quit my job.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I've quit my job.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I quit my job.
Since the wisdom of the crowds, I quit my job.
That means that listening to a massive crowd of people choosing an economist to predict the price direction of gold is more reliable than Bloomberg. This is all 100% verifiable data.
it sounds crazy, but the statistics don't lie. And those same forward-thinking brokers who are using the wisdom of the crowds are making their clients higher returns at a faster pace than brokers who rely on one sole analyst, no matter how good they claim he is.
And now you can have access to the same cash-generating technology and make large sums of money too.
So, back to our original question. Can you use the wisdom of the crowds to help yourself make tons of money?